First place in the NFC West at stake, and we start with a touchback. That's a switch, at least on the first play of the game. And they give it to him, and he comes close to picking up a first down before Tony Jefferson, the safety, comes up to make the stop. So Urban winds up starting the game, takes the handoff, and then gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. The fullback, Tukoafu, fronting him. Give it to him again, and he does get the first down. So 3 straight carries.
Out as we go.
From the 31-yard line, off the play fake. Wilson's first pass is good for a gain of about 3. Cooper Helfrich, the tight end, makes the catch, and looks the longtime Steeler in his first year here. Turbin takes the handoff, and on his 4th carry of the night, picks up a second first down, and we check in with Michelle. Turbin plays maybe a third of the snaps anyway, and that one is deflected, and it is incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Our first of the night. The play is dead. Walt Anderson is tonight's referee.
Part of the snap. False start. Number 15. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
Into the game and flanks Wilson. The fake to him, and the pass is incomplete, intended for the tight end Helfrich.
And they don't want him off the field.
Second down and 15. Michael works his way up to the 44-yard line. Tommy Kelly makes the tackle. The left here. Keep it tight in and in on the left side, and the pass is caught, but not enough for a first down. He got it to Baldwin, who's #1 receiver. He's covered by Justin Bethel. Back punts and kickoffs, and see some action at wideout. And nose down, puts some backspin on it, and again comes up and makes the fair catch at the 16-yard line. Taylor is the running back, and he'll carry the ball. And all-time leader in Stanford rushing takes it to the 20. So Stanton got hurt in the St. Louis game. He assumes the job. 2nd and 6. And stuffed in the backfield is Taylor by Cliff Averill. It's the backfield. You go 5 wide here. 4-man rush. Lindley's first pass is caught for a first down. A flag is down. Larry Fitzgerald, for the moment, has a first down.
Illegal hands to the face. Number 51. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Taylor flanks him in the backfield. Off the play fake. Has time. Guns one, and that's incomplete. Intended for again. After missing 5 games, the middle linebacker. That made a huge difference. 2nd and 10, and the pass is incomplete. Thrown into double coverage.
Maybe no other safety can in the game.
Now a double stack. Lindley steps up. Lindley buys some time. The pass is a little high and incomplete. Intended for the rookie John Brown, who's had a real good year, but
nervous. Sometimes the ball gets away from you high. He said we can't have that in this game.
Drew Butler's punt in the direction of Brian Walters. He fields it at the 26 and can't maintain his balance. There's a flag down. Justin Bethel. Right next to him, here's Anderson.
Holding, number 57, receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It'll be first down, Seattle. Timeout.
Upset stomach. That's why Lynch is still on the bench. And they start from the 15. This is Turbin working his way up past the 20 for a gain of close to 6 halfway through. Teams in rushing this year. He's second on his own team to Lynch. 2nd and 4, and the pass is caught right over the middle. Baldwin makes his second catch of the night. That's Lockett in motion. A lot of speed. Fake to Turbin, and a roll, and the pass is caught out in the flat. To the 35-yard line goes Lockett. That'll be a gain of about 5. Lockett in motion again. Sets in the slot. Little toss. And Michael tries to get around the corner. And is about 3 yards shy of the first down. Forced out by Cromartie, setting up a 3rd and let's call it 2. And a short 3. The play clock's at 1. He flips it out to Curse, and Curse is able to stiff arm his way for a first down before he is forced out of bounds at the Seattle 44-yard line.
Difference.
Blitz coming, and Wilson is forced to throw, and it's incomplete. Coming around the backside was Larry Foote.
They try to stay with it.
2nd down and 10. Inside handoff and a nice hole there. This is Christian Michael, the number 3 running back. For the moment, he's number 2 with Lynch on the bench, and that's a first down in Arizona territory. Up in the pistol now. With Wilson taking the snap, giving it to Michael, and nowhere to run around the right side as he gets taken down, and foot right in the middle of the action there, along with Okafor. Second down and long. Second and 12, and action up front. Let's see who they call it on.
Ball start, number 78, offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Alvin Bailey, second-year guy out of Arkansas, taking Okune's place at 300 tonight. Came out a little bit late. Still hasn't put his helmet on. Second down and 17. And Wilson is chased again. And he's out of the pocket, just throws it into the Seattle bench. Okafor. 5 carries. Michael has 4. This is 3rd and 17. Here they come again. Pressure is put on. They almost get to him, and then he's forced to throw it away again. Arizona loves to blitz, and not only do they blitz, but Todd Bowles has been sending 6 or more than any team in the league, and Wilson took a shot there from Frosty Rucker.
Athletically, they can stay with Russell Wilson.
John Ryan. Ginn is back. Ginn's going to call for a fair catch and make it at the 7-yard line. It's professional track. And now they're back together. Here is Williams, Kerwin Williams, who is a first-year back from Utah State.
This is the Bruce Arians offense that they ran in Pittsburgh.
2nd and 7. Good protection. They like to go deep. They do here, and a flag is thrown as it is incomplete. Michael Floyd.
The good thing that Michael Floyd did.
Pass interference, number 41, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
Job by Floyd, leaving himself enough room to fade to it on the outside.
36-yard penalty. Lindley, he's going to go deep again. There's Floyd, and it's a little behind him. He had a twist and turn toward the sideline. He had beaten Sherman on the play with his offense. He will take his shots. Play clock at 1. Keep it on the ground, and stumbling for it for a gain of a couple is Kerwin Williams.
Trash talking started. Utah State going to be famous after this one.
3rd and 9, going deep again, and that pass is incomplete. So not averse to taking their shots, intended for John Brown. Maxwell that time.
With the pass interference, but they've shifted the field position.
That was big. It tilts the field here and makes Seattle start deep in its own territory as Walters makes the fair catch, and another flag is thrown.
During the kick, holding, number 20, the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. The first down, Seattle, timeout.
Waning seconds of the first quarter, and we start here with Turbin stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Check in with Michelle.
You better make sure you grab Skittles.
2nd and 10. Here goes Wilson, his first run of the night, and this is what he does so brilliantly. And off he goes, stiff arms, takes the ball all the way into Arizona territory before he's chased down by Rashad Johnson, and that's the way the quarter ends. All right, from the 40-yard line of the Arizona Cardinals after that big run. The pass is caught, and then Minter drives Helfet all the way behind the equipment. And Marshawn Lynch now makes his first appearance of the game. He goes out into the flat, and the pass is knocked down. Coming in was Alex Okafor. 3rd and 4. Here they come on a blitz again. Wilson flushed out again, and then throws it into the arms of Baldwin, but he was out of bounds, so it is a stop here and a 4th down. 52 yards to try to give Seattle the first points of the game, and the kick is no good. Wide to the right, and that gives Arizona the ball near midfield.
They'll be partying like crazy around here.
After the missed field goal, Lindley, he's going to dump it off to the left side, and the pass is caught, and staying in bounds for a big gain is Stephon Taylor. Out of the game, one came via penalty. And they keep it on the ground, and moving forward is Taylor. And let's go to Michelle. 10 days to prepare for it, so they come off a week in which they play on a Thursday and a half a bye. And then moving inside the 35-yard line goes Stephon Taylor. I'll tell you one thing, Chris. 3rd and 3. And the pass is caught, and then Bobby Wagner comes in and pops Grice. Where are they going to put it? Grice makes the catch, the rookie out of Arizona State, and they're going to spot it, as you can see, just inside the 31-yard line. And
you want big hits as a linebacker because it inspires your football team. But that big catch that time by Grice is going to inspire his.
And that gives them a first down, puts them clearly in field goal range here. He's 3 of 8 for 34 yards. On the ground, getting inside the 30 is another penalty here. We've had a bunch of them. That's Taylor.
Offside, number 72, defense, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And it's Michael Bennett, 5 from the 25. There's another flag. And this time it is Bennett who makes the tackle in the backfield.
I think he's offsides again.
Yes.
Offside, number 72, defense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
In that category. First down at the 20-yard line. And popped, and that's Chancellor who comes up.
Like last year's Seattle Seahawks, flying around out there.
6'3", 230-pound safety. And then it's dumped off on a screen, and that's caught by Hausler, the tight end, and that's going to make a first down and goal for the Arizona Cardinals. Earl Thomas stops him.
Here comes the pressure off the edge. Blocked him, faked him just long enough. They get their number 1 offensive lineman, Jared Valdir, out in front. And here we go. For Ryan Lindley, they told us, and we talked to him, he was a cool customer. He didn't seem to be nervous. He didn't.
Glanced at the play clock. This goes to 1. Hands the ball off. Taking it to about the 3.5 is Taylor.
Sideline to sideline game.
2nd and goal. Taylor is the running back. Give it to him. And this time he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Kevin Williams, the longtime Viking. Set after the timeout. 3rd and goal, and now you got a flag.
False start, number 62, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
This time with 4 wide. Lindley escapes, throws, and it's almost picked off in the end zone. That's Jeremy Lane who was there. John Brown had gotten behind him.
Looked to me like Jeremy Lane may have jumped a fraction early on this one. Just not that big a guy. Neither one of them really. That big a guy. Jeremy Lane about 6 feet tall.
Catanzaro, the rookie, to try to put the first points of the game up on the scoreboard, and he does. 27-yard field goal, 3-0 Arizona.
Ping-pong ball explosion.
It's better than a liquid nitrogen experiment on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Here's the kickoff from Catanzaro, and it's down in the end zone. Number 1 seed in the NFC. Lynch is the back, and here's Lynch's first carry of the night, and he gets ripped at the line of scrimmage.
Difference on this team.
2nd down and 11. And going deep and getting free out in front of everybody is Luke Wilson, the tight end. And Luke Wilson will take it all the way to the end zone. On a 2nd down and 10, it's 80 yards to the tight end, Wilson.
Here you're going to see Tyrann Mathieu come up, and Rashad Johnson's going to try to get over the top. But by that time, Luke Wilson in behind. And that's the problem you always have with this team. Get flustered, because I love these environments.
Wilson's seen a lot of action this year because Zach Miller got hurt as they check him out. Kickoff fielded at the goal line by Ginn. Ginn dancing around. Ted trying to get around the corner, but they've got him pinned and bounce him out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Logan Thomas stays in, and the rookie is rolling to his right, surveying, almost gets sacked in the end zone, and then throws it to no man's land. At least for the moment. 1 play, he's out. Lindley back in, he's pressured and has to dump it off in the flat because Bruce Irvin. One thing to run it with Elway, quite another with Logan Thomas. 3rd and 10. Lindley fires over the middle, and that is incomplete. So it's a quick 3 and out. Thomas definitely going for the pass. Drew Butler now. Here comes the rush. Ooh, and the flag is thrown. They go into Butler. A fair catch is called for at the 39, but Richard Sherman came in and bounced into Butler, and that draws the flag.
There is no foul for running into the kicker. Number 22 blocked the defender. Therefore, there is no foul.
So the flag went up. Sherman blocked into the kicker. 7-3 Seattle. On NBC, January the 1st. From the 39 now. Lynch going nowhere. He is stuck. Okafor and Matthew are there to greet him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now for Seattle after the timeout. Wilson is escaping again, and this is, of course, what he does so brilliantly. He almost gets sacked, and the next thing you know, he's got a nice game. Tyrone Matthew came in, couldn't get him down from the 17. And now he's going to have to take another timeout. The play clock was at 1, so Seattle takes its final timeout of the half. In this half. From the 17 now, here goes Lynch. And Lynch running like a guy who does have an upset stomach. Stopped there by Okafor.
Clutch, run, or pass. And boy, is he delivered in this one.
2nd and 8. Off the fake. Rolling. And throws to the back of the end zone. Helfet's there, but out of bounds. 3rd and 8. And the pass caught on a slant. That's going to be a 1st and goal because Doug Baldwin is able to reel it in on a 3rd down and 8. Lynch, the running back. Marshawn to the outside. That's his best run of the night. Does he get in? He does. Touchdown. Go out in front. It'll be 14-3 after the extra point.
I tell you, J.R. Sweezy with that bad ankle, and Justin Britt. When you get him into a run blocking set, the rookie Justin Britt is pretty good, and so is that guy Marshawn Lynch. Defense doesn't want to deal with him either.
Here's Hauschka for the point after. 3:41 remaining in the half.
He has plenty of big plays in his arsenal, so this one is a long way from over. But now the pressure on Lindley to play a little different style of game right here.
We'll report on him shortly. 1st down for the Cardinals from the 20-yard line. Lindley, good protection, fires, caught. Gain of 12 and maybe a little bit more because fighting his way is Darren Fells.
I'll fall in love with him.
Look out. Basically use him as a 6th offensive lineman. Here goes Lindley. Lindley going deep, and the pass is incomplete. There's a flag down. Jeremy Lane covering Michael Floyd.
Hands to the face. Number 97, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's Jordan Hill. Lindley hangs in there, and then the pass is incomplete. Again, a flag here. Larry Fitzgerald, Maxwell covering on the play.
Prior to the pass, holding number 41, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot because the pass was incomplete. 1st down.
And 5 of them have come on penalties. Blitz. Oh, he gets smothered. Right through the middle, blasting through O'Brien Schofield. 2nd and 20. Play clock at 1. And that pass is low and incomplete. Quite knows where anybody's headed next week. We'll find out though. 3rd and 20. Here's a flag. And the pass is caught up at the 38-yard line, but Walt Anderson.
Illegal hands to the face, number 70, offense. That penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
That's Bobby Massey.
Tough to stay with him.
And fair catch called for at the 22 by Brian Walters. Well, flag on the play.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 52 of the receiving team. Tap the distance to the goal. Still 1st down, Seattle.
Turbin finds a nice little crease and turns it into a 9-yard gain. Calais Campbell making the tackle. So Lynch helmet off, 4 carries, 8 yards, 1 touchdown. And there goes Wilson again, extending and throwing, and that's caught. And staying in bounds is Richardson, and he takes it out near midfield. Up by 11, the fake to Turbin. Here goes Wilson again. He's got some room, but has to slide to a stop at the 48. Arizona will get the second half kickoff. Field goal kicker puts the helmet on. And Wilson fires, and that'll be caught. Richardson makes the catch, 42-yard line. Have to get it to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Will he clock it here? He will. It's the only way they can stop the clock. And the ball's at the 43. So 8 seconds.
Arizona knows it. They're playing the edge.
2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's out of bounds. So at least he does stop the clock and give Hauschka defensive foul.
Luke Wilson, the big tight end down there. Will they? Nope.
No, they send it out to Brian Walters, and there's a penalty.
Oh, this is big.
This is very, if it's on the defense.
Ineligible downfield, number 77 of the offense. Penalty has declined. This is the end of the first half.
Dead on that in that first half. Arizona has to find a way to pick it up here.
And here goes Ginn from 5 yards deep. Out to the 17. Now Michael's Chris Collinsworth starts as the running back. He gets it. And he gets popped immediately. Michael Bennett tackles him, and we go to Michelle. 2nd and 13 after that loss of 3. And Lindley has that one knocked down near the line of scrimmage. Young team. Very few guys over 30 on the Seahawks. 3rd and 13. And Lindley buys time and throws, and that's incomplete. And Jerron Brown.
Stride for stride.
Another short punt here, but it takes a decent Arizona hop. And at least it gets into Seattle territory to the 47-yard line. A short field for him. Off the play fake to Lynch. Buys time. Open. Right over the middle. Doug Baldwin getting free again, as he had on
back guy that continues to make these big plays for Seattle.
Look at his 4th catch, and now Wilson will stumble. Receivers left and right on 2nd down and 9. And Wilson slips it off to the right side, and that's Paul Richardson making the catch. He gets it to the 35. Powers makes the tackle. It's too far away from him. And Wilson will slip it off to the left side, and that is Baldwin, and he'll be taken out of bounds by Matthew. John Ryan to put it down. And that kick is no good. All right, Arizona now takes over at the 40. Lindley, deep drop, then flips it out to the right side. Slipping a tackle there. Taylor. And he turns it into a gain of 7 yards.
Of what Richard Sherman has done.
2nd down and 3. And that's all the more remarkable as Taylor makes it a 3rd down and 1. All the more remarkable, Chris, because it's not as if Peterson, the other corner for Arizona, and then that pass is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was guarded by Byron Maxwell to break up the play. So he is now 6 out of 19 for 61 yards. Punt off the foot of Drew Butler. Fair catch called for and made at the 6 by Brian Walters. So in the middle of the huddle, and upset stomach or not, they're going to give it to him around the right side. Stays in bounds and pays the price after a gain of 5.
Held his own in there against a very tough Dan Williams.
So the center there, Max Unger, missing another game. Here goes Lynch. And he can only get to the line of scrimmage before he is pushed back. So a very crowd rising as one, exhorting their defense. Wilson throws, and it's almost picked off. Oh, Patrick Peterson almost had the interception intended for Paul Richardson. Ryan to punt. Ted Ginn sets up at his own 45. Ginn calls for the fair catch and hauls it in at the 44-yard this week right here on NBC. All right, Arizona starting this drive, a 2-yard pickup here for Stephon Taylor, that Seattle defense, as usual, doing a...
We're at our best. 5 years removed is probably not realistic, but they were thinking about it.
Lindley hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Michael Bennett. Cardinals tonight are averaging 2.1 yards per play. And that is incomplete. Michael Floyd underneath.
Cut it off.
Now Butler's punt. Sky high. Bounces inside the 10 and bounces into the end zone. Is in as the running back. Fake it to him. Wilson getting free. Baldwin for a huge gain down the sideline before he is forced out of bounds by Tony Jefferson.
Here's one of the top cover guys, just fell down. That was a win by Baldwin at the line of scrimmage, and you could see it coming. This defense now feeling like they had to take things into their own hands, and what happens? One of their top players falls down, and yet another big play. The big plays by Russell Wilson, by Doug Baldwin, the difference in this one.
Sherman comes over to pat him. On the side, two guys who played together at Stanford. Wilson around the side now, and he gets taken down by Rashad Johnson near the line of scrimmage. And there's Marshawn. Going nowhere. Carson comes up to make the tackle. Glenn Carson. Peterson fell down, got beaten for that 49-yarder on this series. 3rd and 8, and that pass is incomplete, intended for Baldwin. Ryan puts it down, and this one is also no good.
That sort of big play capability, they need one.
John Brown, number 12. And Lindley, there's time before he gets hit, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Fitzgerald.
That guy has to win, and so far tonight, Jeremy Lane is.
2nd and 10, and that pass is caught. 9-yard gain. Floyd makes the catch. Arizona, they go with 2 backs. They bring Floyd in for extra leverage, and they give it to the first man through, and trying to carry for a first down is Robert Hughes, and he is a little bit short. It's 4th and 1. It's an 11-point game. You've got nothing going on offense. What do you do? What do you do? Taylor is the running back. They need a half a yard. Can he get it? Keeps those legs moving, and he gets it.
Sometimes it just turns into a scrum, right? I don't think he quite had it at the beginning. Couldn't see exactly who that was. Then big Darren Fells just got the scrum going, and a little rugby first down.
Over a yard and a half. Lindley hangs in the pocket. Now he's going to go deep. Floyd is there, and Floyd is able to make the catch at the 20-yard line. Richard Sherman covering on the play.
You throw it up there against even the best in the league, and he comes down and makes the play. There they go. They finally get one. They've been close on big plays. They just missed on one down the boundary earlier.
36-yard pass interference call. Lindley under pressure, and down he goes. Take the inside handoff, and Jordan Hill, number 97, comes in there for the sack. Bunch him to the right side. Lindley looks the other way. Throws. That's caught at the 15. That's Jody Carlson. John Carlson, the tight end. Carlson, the tight end, makes his first catch of the night. And receivers to the right, 3rd and 4, and he drops it. Drops the snap, but stays on his feet, then throws low and incomplete. Intended for Marion Bryce, so he dropped the snap for Catanzaro. And the rookie is able to put it through with 1 minute, a little less than that remaining in the 3rd quarter.
All of a sudden, Pittsburgh is just pulling away.
Big game to end our regular season schedule. Next Sunday night, as the kickoff here is going to be run out from 7 yards in by Richardson. And Paul Richardson will bring the ball back out to the 22-yard line. Bucks a second. First down. Here's Lynch. And Lynch With some heavy running to the 28-yard line. Let's go down to Michelle. They're still working. 2nd and 3. And here's Lynch to the outside. And Lynch, who started the night with an upset stomach, is now giving Arizona one. And looking for a 10th tonight. Robert Turbin is the running back here. On 1st down. Wilson pressured, and he's going to be taken down from behind. That's Alex Okafor who gets the sack. That'll be 8 for him this season. And they finally get to Wilson. First time tonight.
There you go. Off over here, I think, is Okafor. And he kind of gets through in the mix there. And instead of trying to do something crazy, just tackle a leg. Get that guy down on the ground. And
Cardinals talking to each other on defense. Put the heat on, and then the pass is caught, and that is Luke Wilson, and he almost escapes again to the 31-yard line. And Wilson chased again, but buys time, surveys, and that's hauled in at the 22-yard line. Paul Richardson came back to make the catch, gain of 8. 2nd and 2. With the Christian Michael. Seen a good deal of action tonight, and he will pick up a couple of yards. Gets it inside the 20-yard line and a 1st down. Pick out of Missouri. And Wilson to the end zone. Caught by Luke Wilson. Touchdown. Once again.
he knows exactly what it is. Finds his tight end down the seam, knows that Larry Foote is not going to be able to run with Luke Wilson. 2 times this drive they've had man coverage with Foote, and they go right after it.
Auska now for the extra point. And with just under 12 minutes remaining. But then MetLife Stadium last year, and they routed Denver to take the Lombardi to the Pacific Northwest for the first time.
And you know teams are going to try him every time.
And that's fired incomplete. Boy, again into a lot of traffic. And 2nd and 10, and that is caught. Bobby Wagner couldn't take that away from Darren Fells.
The part he probably doesn't really want to do and become a complete player.
Oh, maybe. Dangerous. Cam Chancellor was there. Marion Grice. 2nd and 10. And it's again high and incomplete, intended for Michael Floyd. That'll make a 3rd down. Blitz, and he throws, and that's caught. Spinning but not getting the 1st down is Jerron Brown.
Guard to come to them in space, and they don't think anybody can block those guys in space.
Butler's kick, fair caught, 26-yard line by Brian Walters. Starting from the 26. And a penalty. 10 penalties against Seattle tonight, 1 against the Cardinals.
False start, number 68, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
It's remarkable poise for a guy his age.
Here's Lynch. Oh, some high stepping and some shifty maneuvering. And Peterson tries to strip him. Stay in bounds, because if he stayed in bounds, he's going to go all the way. Marshawn Lynch, 79 yards, unless he stepped out and you saw Peterson come over, not to make the tackle, but just try to strip him.
It's not quite the earthquake run, but it's close. They've got 3 defensive linemen right in the center. This is all Marshawn Lynch. And Peterson, one of the fastest guys, goes to try and strip the ball out. Rashad Johnson, it's unbelievable. Honestly, it's unbelievable. I don't care if he ever talks to the media. Watching that guy play is remarkable.
Here's the key right here. Right foot in clearly. Left in. Right in. And off he goes to the longest run of his career. They got a few guys to pay. Then just ran 79 yards, longest run of his career.
Unbelievable.
touchback. And Ryan Lindley, 11 out of 31 for 131 tonight. And he's going to take one downfield. And that's good for a gain of 16 yards. Caught there by John Brown. First down. Seattle wins that St. Louis game, and Green Bay, Detroit doesn't wind up in a tie. They're going to be number 1. The catch is made at the 45-yard line, and to the 40 goes John Brown. Doubtful.
Yeah, the question is, do you think the Rams can beat Seattle in Seattle? They won earlier this year, so maybe you do bank on that a little bit. Does it really make a difference from there?
Yeah, it's an MCL that happened 10 days ago. Give him 24 instead of 17, and that pass is intercepted by Richard Sherman. So sooner or later, a flag is down on the run back, so the pick figures to stand, and then Richard's going to go all the way down to about the 30-yard line, but a lot of this figures to be coming back.
Holding number 74, offense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is interception. First down.
And one defensive back, and in between, kind of threw it to Richard Sherman there. But anytime you get behind, and one of the reasons I think that this defense hasn't had quite the number of sacks, quite the number of interceptions they had last year, is they've been playing in a little bit closer games. But when you get behind this team and you have to throw it into this secondary,
come on our show this year.
Sure, yeah, that's his third, right?
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Robert Turbin. Well, we saw him opening night. Green Bay didn't even throw it his way. Turbin gets wrestled down. Then he got a couple on Thanksgiving and went off the field holding a big turkey.
Mom and the neighborhood kids. And
second and 11. Wilson throwing, and that's caught. And that'll be a first down. That's Paul Richardson. All right.
Study he did. He ends up in Stanford and now lands in Washington and Harvard and all those places because people want to hear that story. But you see the commercial with his mom and all that, with selling soup and all the different things. He is on the other side of that coin.
Out of everybody. Second and 11. Here's Turbin.
It just took us a little while to get our quote-unquote stuff together, and now they have, and look out.
Here's Baldwin, and that's the first down. That'll take the ball to the 10-yard line.
A guy that makes about $600,000 a year. Some quarterbacks make that in a week.
He's in for a raise, I think. Kristen Michael. You know, I was thinking, Chris, the other day.
The leadership, I think, is the difference with him. Whatever room he walks into, he's the man.
He's going to
look at that.
Pack it away. Look at this.
Look at that.
Touchdown. How do you stop that?
I don't know.
It's a franchise record for yardage in a game. Hauschka's missed 3 field goals, but he's made all 5 extra points.
You got no chance. You come out there, Alex Okafor right there, you completely stop, give him the old okey doke with your eyes and look back inside. It just doesn't matter. We feed off of that, and this is really becoming a team right now.
Again, we'll bring it out. To the, especially going to Seattle. I don't know, Dallas beat him up there, but, Dallas is obviously playing extremely well right now. Sure.
It's probably a little better than some of the interviews we've seen him on so far this year. You watch his interviews, you almost laugh out loud. They are funny.
Well, it's cost him 100 grand. Wow. That's picked off here by K.J. Wright. He celebrates his, well, no, they're going to say incomplete now. I was going to say he was going to celebrate his new contract.
K.J. Wright, the coverage specialist for the linebackers out here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Right on the ground.
Maybe that a little bit. I don't know where you point to say we can go get him there.
Second and 10, and that's almost picked off. Darrell Simon.
Quarterback rating 122 or better. His numbers are better than that, or his play is better than that.
And a sack here at the 24-yard line by Bennett. So Russell with 340.
Super Bowl deserved better than whatever his numbers were after that game.
Butler's punt, fair catch call for May, 23-yard line by Walters.
He does, and the only unfortunate part about it is he's such a great player. And in some ways you just wish you could introduce him to America in some way. I've interviewed him before, back before sort of the boycott. He's an interesting guy, both physically and emotionally when you play him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 years from now, he'll be winning an Emmy for top analyst in the NFL. Wrap this game up. The backup quarterback, one-time Viking. And a couple of runs were probably in this one. And Michael loses the ball, and then it bounds out of bounds. So Seattle keeps possession. Penalty on the play. Walt Anderson.
There is no flag for an illegal formation. Number 79 had reported as an eligible receiver. Fumble forward, went out of bounds, and be brought back to the spot of the fumble. 4th down.
Their offense was going to be up against with a third-string quarterback. So they took a lot of chances, and they paid the price for that tonight.
And that punt bounds out of bounds at about the...
Knock on wood, Marshawn Lynch hasn't done a whole lot against us. Throw out that piece of wood.
Catch made, John Carlson. And may not have to leave home until they conceivably come here. Fitzgerald makes the catch and gets taken down to the 47. Simon.
Go! Look out.
And Fitzgerald paying the price again.
Culminated in that Super Bowl. They won that game. It would have been the greatest run by a receiver ever.
Agreed. They had 4 games in the year in which they finished 9 and 7.
And to throw a Hail Mary. Larry said, I would have caught that one if he'd have gotten it off.
Right.
He probably would have the way he was going that game.
John Brown making the catch.
But he also knew his team needed him on the field. He's a game.
15 seconds now left. Pass intended there for Floyd as the Bengals go into the Berg to take on the Steelers. And Lindley's going to avoid a sack at first, but not the second time. And David King will crown him there. And the Seattle Seahawks will go home on top in the division. And a win against St. Louis next week will mean they will be home for the holidays, and they'll be home all the way through the Super Bowl if they can win next week in 2 playoff games.